Efreeti.
Hey everyone, it's Guest 273 here, and I have something exciting to tell you. Don't worry, I have not mistaken the days. I do know that today is not Saturday but Friday instead. However, I'm not gonna be available for tomorrow. I want to do a quick audio check and then I'll tell you why I won't be available tomorrow. So how do I sound? And yeah, today's stream is gonna be relatively short, at least that's the plan. Like around 3 hours, or at least the max 3 hours. But the map is medium and it's quite unusual, so I think we can actually blast through it in like less than 3 hours. So yeah, let me fetch my own stream and you know, listen to how I sound, if I can actually load it in. Oh boy, it's buffering. Always a good sign. So, how do I sound? Tomorrow. So how do I sound? And yeah, today's stream is gonna be relatively short, at least that's the plan. I guess that's fine. As fine as it will ever be. So yeah. Essentially, one of my best friends is getting married next week. In the middle of the week. And we have a little surprise, the gang. The boys have a little surprise for him. Like a last pre-marriage party that is being organized basically tomorrow. You know, well, actually it's like Saturday/Sunday, so that's why I'm not going to be available tomorrow. I actually have to go to a different city. I calculated everything, I've packed my stuff, and I was like, it's a shame to miss out on a stream, especially since I've, you know, kept at least, I kept the Saturday stream for like almost a year now, I think, very consistently. So I was like, I'll compensate you with the stream, and I also saw that the next map I had planned from the Horn of the Abyss, which I can actually already start loading into, was named A Long Road, and I was like, oh boy, this kind of matches. It's kind of like a prophecy, you know? It aligns up so well, I almost have to do it. It's gonna feel pretty good, I think. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be busy in the next, I think like 4 or 5 days, because I don't think I'm gonna be going back. Coming back to my apartments anytime soon. So yeah, I'm gonna be going for a longer time. We'll most likely be back for next Saturday or next week's weekend. But until then, I'm, yeah, not gonna be here. And here is the long road. So this is an easy Horn of the Abyss map where you can play as both players as Spies. You can play as Teal, or you can play as Pink. And you can play, I think, yeah, like this every faction. And I was like, you know what, Long Road, can I do something funny with the naming? And I was like, let's play one of the logistics specialists. We did technically play Kairi in that one custom map not long ago, so I was like, we'll save for another day. We have played Das. He's been the first logistics specialist I played. I think it was for a Shadow of Death, or maybe an Armageddon's Blade map even, quite a long time ago. But let's pull out our last logistics boy, Gunnar, and let's see how long this road really is. So yeah, the struggle of two sovereigns have reminded a tug of war. Reminded? I think this should be like remained. A tug of war for decades. Have you guys been reminded of a tug of war that has been going on for decades? Or is it just me? But yeah, it is no surprise the only road bounds the capitals of two kingdoms, and villages are doomed to change hands. But recently the spies of your enemy were discovered deep beyond the defense line. Could a back way appear somewhere? This is interesting. To me, this indicates that there are going to be maybe like some border guards with like pretty tough guards. This is an easy map, and let's see Gunnar's long road, I guess. Is it really gonna be that long? Sometimes, what was that comment one of my commenters made? It takes a genius to make an S-size map be like super long, and it takes like you know, a lot of dedication to make it to fill a G-size map. Something like that. You fell to thinking. Oh no, I've fallen to thinking. How could it be that the enemy spies were discovered deep beyond the line of defense? They surely could not slip by your fortified garrisons, as through all these centuries your kingdom has existed, the only road binding all the towns, like beads on a thread, have existed. You heard that these lands had been regions of an ancient country long ago, and its inhabitants mastered the secret of moving to very long distances, portals. However, this knowledge had been lost many years ago, and even your best sorcerers were unable to discover the mystery of such travels. Maybe little pieces of such knowledge are still preserved somewhere at the countryside, ruined by war, but unfortunately, it is definitely not in your capital. So I imagine it's also not in Pink's capital. And that's that. We jump into it. So yeah, as you can see, we do have actually quite a few border guards. Quite an interesting garrison here. Neutral creatures. Neutral creatures here. This one, I guess golems. Then here we have 3 ale houses. So yeah, it's quite the unusual map already. Who are we playing against? The Vey, Stronghold. Fool doesn't even have a mage guild of high level. The dungeon town seems pretty normal as far as I can tell. And we can get Malekith as our second hero. And I guess Tarashka, if we want to book the scholar. So what can Gunnar tell us about himself? Gunnar served first as a scout for the dungeon overlords, then as a guide and bodyguard to various high-ranking officials, before finally being granted command of a garrison force on the rugged Nyan borders. What he lacks in brains, he makes up for in instinct. Not very smart, but very instinctive fast mover. Good to know. I do know, by the way, that Gunnar is apparently the main campaign hero for Olden Era. So it's kind of interesting that they made you play as a dungeon. And that game is your, like, first experience. So what do we do here? I think the Silver Pegasi would absolutely destroy some. By the way, yeah, he has logistics and tactics. Tactics is a skill I'm kind of like actually growing on a little bit over time. Especially in scenarios like these, where you could technically protect your shooters against fast flying creatures, but you can also close the distance pretty quickly. Thankfully this here, there's like no rock here or something, otherwise we would be forced into this fight, and this would like be pretty bad. We do have a dragon cave, so we'll see if Gunnar can do something interesting. We need this, make it more cinematic. I think we probably should pick up the sword. The other sources are like less relevant in my opinion. So 1, very small quantity. We have to take the sulfur to get past here. It looks like the resource is gonna be in minimal quantities. We are now also on the highlands, which is the convex terrain, which is quite unusual. I think we should get our second hero hit out ASAP. Like this. And I guess maybe we snatch this, take this gold pile as well. And then it would be really good to actually go and get the level up. Still, this was a super small pile. Yeah, these piles are like... small quantities are extremely small, in fact. What is this? 20 to 49 pikemen. I guess we're gonna have to go up here afterwards. But for now, I do think, well, unless we want to build a town hall, is Malekith gonna be very useful very quickly? We do have 2 piles and we have some gold. I guess we could go to like maybe fight these Argalis with Gunnar and then go up here. Or maybe we can clear this side up here. I do think Malekith is going to be the correct call. Maybe a little surprising choice here. But yeah, he will also have to get this. Sorcery Specialist, so of course he doesn't have damage, but he has Bloodlust though. And we could already be like doing some fighting. with these two gents. I don't think we would be able to like cheat the last move, so I think we probably need to take away Gunnar's army. That just means Gunnar will actually get to be moving a little bit faster for the following turn. So yeah, he's gonna go and get level 2. Interesting choice: Earth, magic, or logistics. Logistics, of course, helps him move around the map quickly. Magic is not always guaranteed. I think Mass Slow, Mass Shield, Mass Stones, those are 3 really good spells. Of course, we also have Jadeite and Alamar, so Resurrection is on the table, if we can scholar it. So I think that's gonna be my choice, to take the Earth Magic. Then, do I care more about this fight, or do I care more about some resources? I actually care about what is in the switch at Archery. Archery. That's kind of decent since we have 2 ranged creatures that we're probably going to be using. We also have this frigate randomly. Need to check out this quest though, and I think we will just indulge and fight these pikemen. And quite a lot of them actually. Then what would we, or how would we make like a fortified position here, I guess. Just wait for them to come closer. Then I guess it was fine. One of them will be baited in. Something like this. I guess we can try to like straight arrow shoot here. This would be brilliant. Then here I don't think we will. Okay, I was thinking we can use a bit of Bloodlust, but I don't really think it's necessary. Or maybe... well, no, I don't... well, actually, you know what? Oh, everybody gets it. So, in that case, I guess the smart move would be to take both retaliations here. Hit with the Troglodyte simply with a Pikeman stack, and then do this. Okay, then we can check for a real spell, or we can try to get like a chest, which maybe is a big chest. It is a big chest. So then we will be able to afford a Town Hall very, very soon. Did we have an interesting hero behind here? No, we have a Lorelei. She would normally be interesting because of the Harpy stacks, but not quite what we need at the moment. With a single Harpy. We do have some peasants here. I wonder if this is the garrison from me or from my opponent. I wonder what this spell is as well. And yeah, the Hellhounds are not really doable. I guess in the first turn we're just going to be like exploring a little bit, maybe picking up some things. So yeah, Gunnar. It's probably going to be a smart choice to take the resources. We should be able to find some wood here, right? Actually, do we have some crystal? Do we have some mercury? We have some crystal and we don't see any mercury yet. We will need one of each resource for the beholders, so maybe I'll do something like this on the way here. One, or... as I said, we can actually buy the leprechauns as an army, which is like an interesting thing. Mercury, please? No, not yet. Well, I guess we can take the skull helmet. Take this. And even though we might not be able to build like a marketplace or anything of the sorts, we will be able to build a Pillar of Eyes, because we have one of each resource. So, yeah, that's not going to be handicapping us. Then I think we will need to go and get the beholders. And yeah, then Gunnar here is going to be blocked, so he's going to have to go back. We could explore one turn further, but I don't think there's a big need for that. So yeah, here we are stuck. I guess he's going to have to pick the leprechauns up. And we're going to probably have to rally back and do these. Probably one hero. No, okay, then this is like a very sizable chunk of wood. Cure is the spell that we have here. A bit less exciting, but sure. Okay, then here, and then I wonder if we could... kind of want to have The fight's maybe on Gunnar, because he's gonna be the main hero, of course. Wonder if it's better to go through like... But no, Pillar of Eyes. We're getting extra beholders, that's gonna be in our extra early army. We could technically go here, go back to the town, then reinforce him. Kind of means he has a lot of walking time, a lot of time spent walking. Leprechauns are also gonna slow him down a little bit. It kind of feels bad to leave our main hero walking for that long. Maybe though, maybe it is the correct call. Just grab a bunch of leprechauns. Let's give him some units. And then I wonder, actually, these guys have a lot of health. They could be making the other troops stronger. But they're also a stack in of themselves, you know? And yeah, we do want to fight these. Every little bit of experience is going to be helping. These turbulence need to go here, and then this is like good enough, I guess. Then probably yeah, we can do this, that, and this. Oh, and actually the luck rocked, very cool. Very cool stuff indeed. So then we would like, of course, our main hero to be left on a little bit of a faster unit for his next turn. I guess Malekith can go and grab that, or he can grab the pirates. I guess we can leave Gunnar over here. I guess Gunnar, since he's faster, he's gonna go pick up basically, you know, these two dwellings. Well, and then basically the resources, while Malekith is gonna go back here. I wonder, maybe then Gunnar can do the Pegasi fight, which once again not ideal, but will give us some vision. We can pick up the beholders, and then we can clear. We can start going and clear up the hellhounds and the gremlins. Get some more gold. Don't think the liches are quite up my alley just yet. Seem a bit too tough to do. And then to keep the town building, I know that we need kind of a lot of things. We also could make the harpies like almost a ranged unit. It's a pretty good thing. Could also make secondaries quick. What hero did we have as the third? Oh yeah, Rashka. Inferno troops are not that interesting to me. Oh, estates. You know what, Malekith? We're very poor. We would like some money. How much do these beholders cost? Like, the beholders are pretty expensive, so yeah, let's not indulge in that. We will still flag the... Putting it here, we will still... Yoink. Oh, 1,000 gold. That was actually quite a big chunk of gold, 1,000. Can't really like get this and also be quick afterwards. And yeah, I guess Malekith will have to reinforce us with the beholders on the next turn, so maybe the Ale House would have been the correct thing to do. Actually, I kind of want to keep that. So essentially... These can reach, I think at least 2 stacks should be reaching this. And maybe not, yeah, not all 3, which is good. I think that we can actually say that that's a good thing. That not all 3 of them can reach us. Then, we probably were gonna be attacking on the big stack. At least most of the stuff that we have. Most of the units are gonna be hitting D1. That cannot retaliate. I don't mind that. End of turn retaliation either. Then 1 to 2, 0 to 1. I guess this makes the most sense, because we could potentially free up our ranged unit. It didn't quite work out, but still. And yeah, these guys are the ones doing the actual damage. Quite interesting. So, Malekith. Yeah, you're gonna be tasked with just picking up the army here. So, white... it looks like it's a spiral type of map, which is quite interesting actually. Spiral type of map with double gates, and then there's like a fallen star here. So this map is going to be one of those mastermind maps where it's an S-size map, but it's actually like very tough to beat, right? Hey, I do exist. What is up? How are you doing? Logistics, by the way, scales pretty well with the roads, because essentially every single level is like 5% of movement, and 5% ends up being on like a cobblestone road. It ends up being like one step further. So that is quite interesting. This we can't really get to yet. I need to check with this one's. So I guess we kind of know the future of Malekith already. Future of Gunnar. Well, I guess Gunnar could check, but Gunnar should probably do these objectives. We should definitely need to flag this thing before the end of the week. So yeah, Malekith. I think you can actually indulge in taking those gems or gem, single gem. Then a lack of ore. Well, I think this also works fine. Get the ranged unit. Then I guess we just get more harpies, right? Because they are like somewhat relevant. Take these troglodytes. We're gonna take the troglodytes. We do have some money, but I do think the troglodytes are just gonna be fodder at this point. Like, we have other stacks that are just better. And then this man is gonna have to go and return back into the town. It's interesting, silver, by the way. Silver is the one resource we probably need the most. As the dungeon. I guess he can check this on day 6 and head back. I do want to know what they require. Wood is something we kind of need, but like we can kind of skip at the moment. We would rather flag the mines and just basically keep going in that sense. This is a not very expensive move. Well, we can also do it. Going back, well, then again, day 5 we're going to be doing this. Day 6 we can probably do most of this, besides the gold mine. So actually, I'm going to use Gunnar as a little bit of a mule. So, brother can actually help everybody out. I'm a little bit sad about that morale, but I can't really do anything about it. Then, probably actually... I think it's fine to take a retaliation and then work on that retaliation. I think this is also gonna be fine, most likely to go for 3, 2. We don't need interference because we're up against the Stronghold. I don't expect them to be doing giga spell casting. Master Gremlins are a little bit annoying because I think we need to like split these and then also have these in like multiple stacks to take the fight optimally. We will not fight them if we can actually do that, or well, I guess not do that. We have a lot of knowledge actually, which is pretty surprising. And yeah, first week this thing is worse than usually. We do need a lot of gold. I guess we'll grab these gold piles. And then we'll be able to get the beholders. Maybe do the crypt, and we can get this on the way back. And then I think week 2 objectives are probably going to be maybe upgrading the evil eyes, and then kind of getting the gold mine. If we can never return to this side, and or maybe return when we have the white key master, it's gonna feel pretty great. I am gonna skip this. Those who fly the teal flag. So we can kind of go here. So when we are strong enough to attack the dragons, my gist, I kind of want to leave the scholar for a main hero. And that does make sense, right? Yeah, that should make sense. And also day 7 we need to be back here because of the legs. 2nd level units, more harpies. It's kind of cool. If we can build a citadel, that would also be really cool. We got the ore. Some beautiful stuff. Still need to buy out these, and we kind of have enough for a citadel though. It's day 6 though, so... But are we gonna get any more gold objectives is a great question we should be asking ourselves. Followers, mummies. These could enable us to do the Dread Knights. I think we're actually gonna take them. They're also gonna have bad effects on our morale, but... I think with them... And then we just need gold. Could also like opt into City Hall, but I think the first week is gonna be like... Maybe Citadel guaranteed, because we definitely need these low-tier creatures. After that we're gonna be short on money, so we will need ways to generate money. Well, let's do these guys first. These guys should be basically free experience. I almost think we should like kind of defend those troglodytes, because they make such good 1-stacks. Speed 6. Well, nothing can really speed it. Fool fell for my trick. So do we attempt this, or do we go for the defense skill first and then attempt this, or do we go for a crypt first? I think we go for a defense skill crypt and then we try to do the Dread Knights. Doing them on day 7 basically means we get the maximum army that we can. Am I crazy? Is this doable or not doable? The magic terrain, magic plains means everybody will be, well, maybe we could do, this is gonna be more realistic with the extra like 14 beholders. And yeah, I think that's gonna be basically the threshold of the beholders, not mismoraling. We could also not take any leprechauns, but I think they are gonna be very worthwhile. So we'll just need two stacks to tank for the beholders. I guess maybe like even... Yeah, 2 stacks to tank for the beholders, and the beholders will be dishing out the damage. Also, I need to see how big the crypt is. So yeah, maybe Chapel of Still Voices, maybe Scholar Academy, but then Gunnar can't really make good use out of it. But Malekith might be able to get to advanced estates. So this is like a low tier. 1, 2, like 3, 4, 5. I guess we can make 7 stacks. That's dealt with. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna hit here. The mummy can actually very handily get rid of the 2 of those stacks. And yeah, we do need to be wary of mismorales. Mismorales would be like the thing that would kind of lose that fight against the Dread Knights. There's gonna be more of them, but I do feel like overall having more reinforcements. Like, actually, maybe we could pick up the archery, because we're gonna be stuck on the low-tier army, so then Gunnar can, like... He can actually visit the Fountain of Youth, take the archery, maybe spellbook even... Is a spellbook on the menu for him? We will need the troops. This is, like, super expensive as well, but I do feel like starting another stack, especially since we have a Citadel week 1, it's not gonna be that bad. Like, it's gonna not feel great, but it's not gonna be detrimental, like super detrimental. I do think actually going for the archery in that case, with the extra beholders, is kind of fine. And the extra morale also makes sense. Then we can kind of take all of these troops. Yeah, I guess we can also check out what the scholar here is all about. Get something good there, perhaps. Okay, we could Raven. So yeah, then indeed, the scholar first, please be something good, this knowledge. It's, yeah, not something I can complain about. Don't have that quite yet. I guess we could have technically upgrade these, but this building is also super expensive. I just need more stuff. Harpies would also be really good with that upgrade. Harpies would also be really good, like, just helping, doing these objectives. I feel like the stable would also be like a staple, useful building. I guess we can do. We will have the ore next turn for the spellbook. I think a spellbook is actually gonna help Gunnar a bit. He has like, well, kind of could have timed it a little bit better, but unless he can go back home. No, this is not gonna be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is like more than 6 movement points. Still though, am I crazy for thinking this is the correct play? Is just sit here for day 2. Day 3 we can kind of just rush through these objectives, go do this, head back, and then already be clearing up to the Olgor course, and get the like Harpy upgrade on the way here. Or, I mean, yeah, we were gold. I guess it makes some sense. So not building anything here, just gonna be mage guilding it up. Then also Malekith, I guess he can try to go for the other objectives that are interesting, which is just this watermill. I guess that's gonna be his routine, weekly routine. So this, we don't have any mana regen. We do have slow, we do have haste. We also have cure, which was like available here. And actually, who do we have? We have Sync and we have Darkstorm, so actually 2 dungeon heroes. Would be really good if we can actually amass the money to buy them out. This doesn't feel too good to just sit here, but at the same time, we'll be able to head down here. And yeah, this is indeed the long road in more ways than one. Yeah, I am aware my main has not used all of his movement points. So, what is the bigger upgrade, the Harpies or the Evil Eyes? The Evil Eyes are going to be shooting no matter what, right? Because we're going to be defending them. The Harpies, on the other hand, provide free damage over time. This is like pretty crucial, I think. Also, we can make the secondary hero quicker because of that. So, I do think we just grab these, as many as we can. I think we even leave a few of these behind. Hold up with this. And yeah, archery gang indeed. Dungeon archery gang represent. Okay, then we're gonna need to make him a little bit quicker. I'm gonna give you that. And he's also gonna go and grab the defense skill just in case. Just in case he's like doing something like here. It's actually interesting, dragons. If we can take the Dread Knights, we can almost take the dragons. Dragons do have more stats and more health and more everything, but it's not like, well, also breath attack, so we do need to be very careful about that. So then, almost, well, no, it's gonna be tactics, right? We don't have any cool spells. We do need to give Malekith a fight or two, maybe. Let's grab as many of these as we can, which is not going to be all of them. I do know, I am aware. Then, this, once again, I want my 1 Harpy back. 1 stacks, and then Malekith. Again, I think Malekith needs to actually go get the new Mage Guild, the new spells, and then upgrade his Harpy into a Harpy Hag as well, to be quick. I do think Malekith can actually farm up this region very nicely. Especially, we have flagged some things, so portal summoning is not going to be that strong. If you only flag a dragon cave, you can always summon a dragon. It's a really cool dungeon strategy, but we started with the Ale House, so we need to forget about those type of ambitions. Then I think the leprechauns are more important here, so we will do something like this. In fact, actually, you know what? This is like disgusting, the fact that it's like this. 1 Dread Knight is always going to go down there, I think. We can't really bait them in turn 1, but fools. I can get an extra turn to shoot at you. Magic terrain is actually something very spicy. Because we shoot at the 2 stack. In case we do get lucky, and I guess here we can move 1 forward. Not great, but... Oh, we do have a magic arrow. So I guess we could try for this. I guess we are very, very close to... Well, leprechauns could probably slap them. In that case, let's magic arrow this. try to... Okay, well this fight went super smoothly. Offense. Offense is an interesting thing that scales with attack. That kind of helps harpies and it will help the other units. Tactics does... Well, tactics helps against the Lich fight, which is basically the next thing that we're gonna be doing. And then, yeah, let's just kind of pull back. These two beholders can stay here. And as I did say, we're almost ready to do a dragon fight. Especially if it's like magic terrain. This is like, I think, Cloverfield. So it's not like super magic terrain. And yeah, I can't build anything in the town, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is, you know? So then maybe we can upgrade the beholders into evil eyes? What do you think? What do you guys think about that? Once again, gonna be like low on gold. We do have those two good heroes from the dungeon that could bring reinforcements. I guess I could technically also haste against... Well, the Liches are basically the only fight. But actually, maybe these guys also could benefit. Interesting stuff, because we can technically go here and go back and reinforce Gunnar in the next turn. On day 6. I mean, sure. Let's at least check how expensive that idea would be. I mean, then we're committed to it kind of fully. Actually, this is not that expensive. This, but I think it makes more sense to just reinforce in the next round. In that case, Gunnar. Could we reach to like up here? We can reach to like here and be fine. Below the ale house, which is exactly where he is. Okay, this kind of works out very interestingly in a good way. I guess well, let's already upgrade these so I don't accidentally forget. So, almost 2.5k, which means we could also buy like another hero, but I think we need to take the extra troops. Troglodytes are going to be useful, but not immediately. I'd like to upgrade. This is like 1,000 gold investment for potentially being something good, but I guess we just take these. And yeah, we need to be back on the 7th, so Malekith, you definitely need to kind of give away everything you have and then return to the town. So we would get more harpy hags. Then... I guess, well, we could try to like... morale, well, we have negative morale, so that's not really gonna work. Let's get the bad fight out of the way first, right? We don't have too many things that can be like splashed about two of them. Followers, undeads, shooters. Sure. We already have like an undead boy in the army. I guess it's not the worst thing that could have happened. I kind of want to flag the mine, but do I want to take like Vampire Skull? I'm gonna fight this and then flag the mine. I don't think the Vampire Skull is gonna be that relevant. And hold up, let's put the two shooters together. Oh, actually, hold up, we have tactics. And hold up, in fact, I guess maybe gonna do this. This guy can shoot too, and he's also gonna never skip a turn. Mirthing each other. Disgusting behavior. I would never do such a thing. Sad. Bro's gonna move last, so we might as well pelt him with like range damage. I think that one struggled. Oh no. Never mind, okay, free fight. Then, very curious about what is this. Imp's gonna be for free. Tactics offense once again being offered. I kind of want the logistics and earth magic and archery. I think we're just gonna go for this. Eagle eye. Ugh. That is disgusting. thing in front of me. Okay, then Malekith, he's been a good second hero. We could still buy Darkstone or Sinker for the units. Kind of like a waste to not get them, I think. Since we can't really do much else, and we would need like... We would, I mean, Malekith would basically be going between these two objectives, and that would be his life. Until we can unlock the dragon. Maybe we should leave this as like secondary hero. Like Malekith, the dragon fight. Then Gunnar could go forward, and he would be unimpeded. A Friday show, good stuff. Yep, hey Ron. I did explain in the beginning of the stream that one of my friends has his wedding pretty soon. Do we want to fight this? I actually don't want to fight this. No, they could have a big brother stack, and we can technically reach him, especially with haste. But I don't think it's kind of worth the trouble that they're giving me. And I know guest skipping fights is quite a unique thing, isn't it? Okay, here, and we need the gold. And I think actually we could try to get more. They're koi. Gonna be quite the fight, eh? I almost want to bait them in. You'd think these pathetic worms would be smart enough to not fall for this trap, but they are not. Then, what we do, I guess... Well, we have -2. Oh yeah, because Negropolys and neutral undeads are different in category, apparently. So shoot this, shoot that. I guess if we want to hit with the mummies, we should do this. Let's try to outspeed them, because I think it's gonna be, if it works, it's gonna be cool, you know. Oh, one spell power. I don't want to hear about that. One spell power, gang. Anyway, give me these. That they don't join. Damn it, put Gunnar in the garrison. Can't do that either. Can't even do the old trickery. You could do trickery in like Armageddon's Blade, where you like exchange. If you have the same exact troop, you can click on this button and then suck all but one of the troops out. So if you had a garrison with like 5 red dragons, you could like, if you had one red dragon, you can suck 4 of them out of the garrison, which is still pretty funny. It's not the full army, but it's like good enough, you know. Still in South Dakota, waiting at an airport now. Your notification bell went off. Air raid sirens, guest is approaching. I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is. So, chest. Could we get the alchem slap from the slapping gang? Or the whip? Are we going to be getting whiplashed, or are they going to be doing that? Okay, do this and that. So they are not the fastest troop. I think I should be like even slower now. So I can do this, I can buff up my 2.5 shooters, I guess. Dungeon, what a joy to play. Then, Mr. Slapper, I think actually you can be even slower again, so we can actually do the same shenanigans. Mr. Mummy, maybe you didn't want to join in? No, not quite. Well, we were lucky and he was not. Then, of course, with this, use all our movement points. We have a very fast unit. In the Harpy Hag, we do have like a turquoise portal, which is a bit concerning. So, then we have a choice. We could buy these heroes. Once again, Dungeon Heroes. Interesting. This would be kind of like a lot of... This is like a lot of gold. I wonder if there's a town here on that road. We would be getting like 50 extra troglodytes, 14 extra harpies, and 7 evil eyes. That's kind of like a decent army to start things off with, right? Especially if we would be able to like send one of them down here to reinforce. Then we could start the week off. We could put another one with the artifact here. So then we could take the water wheel, magical garden, basically reach Gunnar. We would be not having an extra 1,000 gold income, but we would be having a lot of army. I kind of hate this. It seems like the incorrect play, but at the same time, like, you know, this is like the guaranteed economic approach, but I don't think economy is going to be the problem. I do see like 3 gold piles, and we did get like small gold piles, but also 2 chests, and also this is easy to do. We're gonna be rolling in towns, so with secondary towns, I guess it's easier to build 1,000 income structures. You know what? Let's go with the secondary hero supremacy, and let's pick up this so Darkstorm can move further away. Dungeon heroes have this tendency, I guess, of rolling into states I was gonna say, but then we didn't do that. It's still fine. It's still cool. We have Aiden here. And then how much do you cost? 40. So I need to actually sell like 2 more. What do we want to sell? I think we can sell. I guess technically we do have sulfur. A sulfur dune. So that's kind of generating that. Then do this as I said before. Where Sink is gonna be the one staying. Wait, oh, Malekith, actually he doesn't have the movement, so he's gonna be the one staying back. Sink is gonna be still trying to like roll for something good while all of these guys can become basic estaters if we roll good on the Scholar Academy, which is something that remains to be seen. Heine here with 350 gold. Unfortunately, we didn't roll her. I maybe would have even taken her instead of Sinka, because she does have the Scholar and Wisdom. So yeah, we can level her up twice. We would be very close to getting her to be able to Scholar level 4 spells. And then if we get Jedi to Alamar, we have Resurrection that we can basically almost use. That would have been very, very cool. But that's not what happened. Okay, then here. 350 gold and 350 gold. Okay, we kind of have our economy fixed. At least somewhat. So, yeah, once again, Sinka, you're gonna be the one doing this nonsense, I guess. 350 gold, maybe. Get 350 gold, man. Then can we actually reach? Can we actually reach? Yeah, we can actually reach our main hero, Gunnar. That's like insane. We want to take all of these before we forget, before we get sidetracked by some other things. Get a really big army, or get a second hero. Well, Gunnar is gonna pick up with like a bunch of gold piles in this turn, so I think we just indulge in this. Seems so wrong. I think actually we're gonna leave the Troglies behind. These guys... I guess we will supply him with harpies, or maybe we just don't do that. Maybe we're just happy with what we have in life. Is that even possible for a man? Okay, you know what? I will get 500 gold extra. I'll make a very random prediction that I'm getting from the gold piles. Enough gold to like buy out these. I kind of wanted to leave. Oh god, I wanted to buy the harpies. Because Gunnar has tactics, he can make more use out of the harpies, and he has spells. These secondary heroes can't really... They need the beholders, so I kind of cooked myself with that a little bit. Okay, 500 gold, this prediction was indeed correct. Then... this here... we can interact with our main man. Or our main Minotaur, rather. I think we could even get this. And then... how many moves do what do I need to count? It's like... 65, right? So if I go here... I can yeah, I can backtrack a little bit. I can do this. And then, good sir, let me get out of your way. So I can not block you by accident. That would be very sad if I did block you by accident. Or on purpose, that would be even worse. Resources we don't care about, we just care about pickups. And then Dragonade, the best lemonade from the dungeon. And then this terrain is mega cursed, but I kind of like really like it because I'm gonna be doing something funny with it. Okay, hold up. Hold up, oh man, this is scooting in and out is a bit tough though. So if I do this, can they reach? They can't reach, so it doesn't matter where they stand. In that case, I guess conflicts terrain is one hell of a cool thing. Potentially we could restore a mana, but I kind of want to leave. Listen, we knew that this guy was gonna go down. It'd be a shame to lose another one. Okay, cool. Cool. Can't really shoot him here. Just a bit of a shame, but we can smack him. Okay, then high tier spells, potentially really good. I need to think Overlords get this like once every like 5 levels or something ridiculous, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have to take this to lock in a good skill tree, essentially. Then free win, free victory. Oh, and Mage Guild indeed here, so I could have saved maybe a unit. And here, we already have 1,000 gold income. I guess that we want to go here to pick up the new spells, but we also want to regen the mana. Maybe we want to go here, like this. 200, ooh. That means we're kind of skipping out a little bit. I still feel like this is fine, we'll just regen the mana. Then here, as I said, we will be able to buy out a Damacon. 350 gold gang, strong as ever. And then Battle Scholar Academy or a marketplace would be really cool. Battle Scholar Academy here could be like decent for our main hero. We kind of will need to Battle Scholar everybody, right? Yeah, probably. Everybody will need to be like Battle Scholared, I think. The second town has more build-up. Battle Scholar means potentially more opportunities to be estates, heroes. Damacon, actually, well, 350, I mean, sure. Armorer would have been good if we relied on him to be a good fighting hero. Pathfinding, I mean, sure, there's like a tiny path here that needs pathfinding. For now, just head back home. Think about this, and then if I built a marketplace here, actually then trade the resources, and that would have been maybe smarter. But I didn't do the smarter thing. Okay, then sink. Sure. Since you're already here, you might as well pick up that. Go for the 1,000 experience extra. I guess Damacon, well... Malekith will need to head here because he needs the 1,000 extra experience, because he can be like a good hero. Chooses to kind of not indulge in that, sure thing. Next turn then he can start rallying back. Over here, and I think Darkstorm for the most. Mostly is gonna be chilling here for the time being. I do think a second marketplace is a smart choice because we do get the ability to trade resources for a better cost here. Kind of, I wish I did that in the previous turn. Almost reinforcing or getting a second thing here. I do think beating these Kurumas, but maybe not flagging the sawmill. It's like -2 wood that we can never get back. However, is this worth the movement points? I mean, progression, I don't think we're gonna be capped progression-wise. I think let's go for the -2 wood. Ooh, pathfinding. Pathfinding is good. Well, there's some swamp in front of us, so maybe. And yeah, pathfinding is basically, it doesn't do anything on the roads. I'm gonna take this just because there's a swamp ahead and it kind of like scales. It makes the logistics dudes scale very nicely. Then here, we have a rebel, somebody who wants to fight us. Foolish elf. How dare you do such a thing? We will slaughter you in turn 1, trust me. Can't like... blast him for 4. Well, I guess the consistent way of doing this well would be like to haste these up so they can't shoot even if they wanted to. Just in case we miss morale or something stupid happens. And then we can also shoot. Okay. Made best use out of our troops that we could have. Then I think we're gonna have to take... Well, both of the towns need a lot of resources. This is small chest, so that's a scam. This is like less of a scam. Finally city hall time. But then we're gonna need like a lot of money. In fact, I'm gonna get this as well, damn it. Almost feels like a scam. And then hold up here, since we have 2 marketplaces, I think we can sell some crystal to... Yeah, nice tavern, brother. Anyway, let's not talk about that too much. Instead, I mean, we can buy Octavia over here, and yeah, she can provide us with 350 gold, and that's kind of the idea that I had, and nothing else will be talked about. Okay, it's gonna be like, hey, we can buy her. Oh man, if I bought the marketplace, I could have actually bought the tavern. This turn would have been cool. Could have reinforced, made Gunnar faster. I didn't do all of that. Interesting sanctuary location. I wonder if it's mirrored on the opposite side, by the way. Okay, so what is happening here? I think Malekith. This town needs a lot of things. This town needs at least a tavern. Then let's upgrade these. Then are we saving maybe this for... Maybe we can just smork the dragons down. Okay, there's at least 10 dragons. Maybe we can beat them with the Trogleys. Maybe just Trogleys and that's it. Probably not, but like... Gotta give a man points for ambition. Okay, so Malekith tries to go far into the future. Scholar without a book is always interesting. Sinka, still not my cup of tea what you're doing here. Anyway, I guess she'll go for the second town in that case. I guess Octavia will also go for the second town in that case. There's no Metal Scholar Academy in this town, is kind of fine though. And your brother gets to pick up everything we've left behind. So, attack skill is very much welcome. This artifact is very much welcome. Crest of Valor, because otherwise we're sad. We're still sad, but we're less sad in this case. This is like in the way, blocking it. Beyond this garrison begin the disputed lands, battles for which are particularly cruel. There is no opportunity to maintain the road in a due state here, and the rubble which somewhere replaced the paved stone of the capital is replaced with a well foot-worn ground. Okay, Mr. Foot-worn ground. I have noted that. And then I guess we have to take a chest for gold here as well. Centaur's Axe. Well, that's also pretty good. That's like taking XP and getting 2 levels of attack. Especially, yeah, Gunnar is like leveling up pretty nicely. Then the other guy has more towns than I do. He's been walking the longest road, apparently. A good auto, but maybe we can do better. Is that foolish to think? Maybe we should have taken that auto, but then again, it's like... We could just slow them down, it's like... We can morale though. This... He's sad. I could have slowed them in the first turn, but whatever. Damn it, it's not gonna... let us, you know. Maybe we can... No. Game's too smart for that. Just restrict everything. No fun. Engineers. If you would have joined very early on, I would have probably taken you, but... Right now, I don't think that's gonna be the case. In fact, maybe we can reach internal. I should have been doing this like a long time ago, but... Better late than never, right? Then, let's have... something like this. Sad. Would be a shame to lose 2 here. Let's not... Okay, Miss Maraku. So, basic estates is being offered to me, but I think Gunnar... I mean, technically with this many towns, I can't really say that it would be like the worst thing ever in the universe to take that. Monks... Can't really reach this unless we maybe get some more movement points, but no, we can't. One of these is a road. And then here, well, I guess we're gonna be hasting up the Harpies. Monks. Another shooting stack from another town. I kinda don't want to fight them at all. They don't provide much XP. Is the thing. Okay, 3. Cool. Then next turn we're getting the boots, we're getting the town, we're getting the... I guess liches? Fighting the liches. Then here the pathfinding is gonna come into hand. And then here I think was the opposite side portal. Black portal over here and turquoise in one way is still unfigured, unsolved. And yeah, we don't have extra money to do anything interesting here with. I guess we could check the Den of Thieves with somebody like Octavia. These secondary heroes are trying to be kind of good. I mean, second town needs a blacksmith, but also maybe we'll just get this instead. Hey, anybody wants to level up into... Okay, that's kind of cute. So now we technically have a hero who can, like, town portal, if we do get the town portal available for us. Okay, then I guess we can also... Here, deliver the reinforcements. Darkstorm is doing his best to try to do that. Okay, Octavia is actually gonna check this Den of Thieves. They have a behemoth, they have more income, they have more towns, so that's not surprising. So I think I'm gonna have to be the attacker. I think everybody should take this just because it's giving you extra stats or extra like. Can luck be considered a stat is my question. Extra good things in case of a battle. Secondary hero and 10 dragons. I think we will have to, like, if we roll the Shakti might be able to do this with an upgrade. Especially if we get some little bits of experience to him. That would be, like, very cool, actually, to do that. Leprechaun's still helping us out. Then the Horned Demons. We want to fight these. I think this is just free XP. Even if we're sad sometimes, from time to time with our units. Okay, boost speed. Okay, then... Capital, castle, yeah, we need enough for the castle. Just need to be able to make it back into the town at the end. Okay, this is a scam chest. This is a good chest. We do have the resources for everything now, though. For most everything. We still need to build a capital, though. I wonder if this is better movement than it was. Almost not. And no, let's not fight these. The Dragonade. Or Deep Shadow, I guess. Minotaurs? Well... Has a marketplace though. Minotaurs. It's not what I expected. They don't have a mage guild, do they? No, they don't have a mage guild. I guess we would rather keep going. And we don't want to fight these instead either. Well, we do need the experience, however. Maybe let's flag these just in case they're for a quest or something silly. And let's build a castle here. Minotaurs are the one unit in the dungeon where I feel like they benefit other towns more because they have a good morale. They are just walking units. I think they pair up nicely with Necropolis. If you're maining Necropolis, then you can just casually have like a decent stack of Minotaurs. Like 40 Minotaurs or something, like 30 in your Necro army. I think that's like pretty decent. They give you some utility that you don't otherwise have, where they can like reach the battlefield if they morale, and you know, in one turn. Okay. This actually has been flagged. Would we be going back a little bit? Well, I don't think we would need to. Here, have some reinforcements. I think we've done a pretty decent job reinforcing our own guy. We do have exotic dragons potentially available here. Okay, so let's get to this man. He advances his sorcery, the Fool. Like this, and then maybe go for the next thing in the line. Here to advance for Malekith. Another 1000 experience. Oops. Accidentally almost alt-tabbed into nothingness. Aha, doesn't give you anything cool. So experienced. Then, I kind of realized we should have actually done this in the order of the heroes. Offense, I mean, sure. Like looking for wisdom. That's the problem with Octavia. She's not really a scholar in the same way that the others are. She needs more setup because she needs more levels. I guess we can stick her in a town and always forget about her in the next town. So then this town is still my main town waiting for a capital. This town is, I guess, building a blacksmith. Otherwise, Verum is like a bit too expensive. I guess this would be the Mage Guild town. We'll build into a Mage Guild after we build some economy, and then blacksmith, or I guess we can afford a Mage Guild here. Hastes, Bloodlust, Magic Arrow, Stone Skin. We don't have oh, we do have Stone Skin. We don't have Bloodlust, but I don't think it's going to be that good. This we can actually leave the Lizard Den behind. Then, protection from Earth Magic. Garrison is some golems. These golems can be easily beaten up. And then, oh boy. Oh no. What is happening to the opponent today? With these amazing terrains. Wish we could mass slow, but I think this is gonna be decent enough, just slowing like the furthest one. Oof. I guess this guy's always shooting. That's a bit sad. Being sad is sad, okay, cool. This guy's gonna be throwing some punches. Can't really help my guy anymore. I could slow these down, I guess. Then... wonder if that was worthwhile. Actually, we can do that. And then here, we can kind of step aside. Okay, cool stuff indeed, we can do that. Then I assume this garrison is like, once again, one where you cannot remove troops. Although that would be weird, a weird design choice to have it that way. Then, a poor foot-worn path ended when you entered into a swampy grove, but even here there is a kind of a road. A brook swirls and the snaggles in the brushing and thick bog, thus making a hard but safe way for strangers. Oh, they mean like the river? There's like a tiny river here. This is a good road. This needs to be... Well, this needs to be gold as well. We do need... Okay, logistics is cool, but we need the pathfinding to pop off, actually. It's like... Yeah, it's like hurting us quite a bit. We we'll need to fight these 100%. You know what needs to happen? I know what needs to happen. Automatons on the detonation. Okay, this kind of sucks. I mean, we can technically, like, yeah, do that. Do that. Then maybe explode. Okay, cool. They exploded. Then we do have a way back here. Afterwards, if we really need to, if we really want to. Do we want to build something? The Minotaurs are super expensive, the Manticores are super expensive as well. Dragon Cave no longer requires all of that nonsense, so... Do we even want to build this, or do we stick on a low-tier dungeon army is a great question. But Teal did flag it, cool. Then Darkstorn, I think. Now look, it should be able to reach this. He is very capable of reaching this, cool. He's not supplying units, is he? No, he isn't. Then he will be able to tag that, then Darkstorn, even though he can't walk on swamps nicely, he can kind of be like the guy behind. A lot of experience laying around. I think we will take this though. Frame. I think we have to like try to fight things to potentially roll into that pathfinding. Crystal Cave, knowledge. 60. This is a bit of a difficult fight, but we can kind of do it maybe at the end of the week. So like... Oh my gosh, let's go for the experience, of course. Archery, sure. And here... If we don't miss morale, this should be like a simple fight, right? There's no need to even pull these like super far forward. No, this guy could not. No, it's like, kind of iffy. I mean, kind of let's do it like this. Okay, cool. He did not morale. Just blast him with the lightning and hope we high roll. Okay, cool. And Chanters. I would like at least one. One Enchanter, please. One homegrown Enchanter. Then this town is gonna be shooting stuff. I think we will get it, maybe even 4 Enchanters so they don't get like a decimated immediately. I guess I think I can chill in this town for the time being. Octavia can jump into this town for the time being. And then I guess we're building a capital in our capital. That kind of makes sense. We could have also not done that. We could have built a city hall and then we still would have gotten a little bit of economy done, but I feel like it's fine. I feel like it is indeed fine. So... Can we actually take this town? It's quite heavily guarded. Or maybe it's better to like go to this side, upgrade, get some more enchanters so they can't be one-shotted. Then take away maybe the mummies, or maybe these guys. Interesting choices. I guess we'll have to reinforce everything in the next turn. Then we have the same amount of, yeah. We have the same amount of towns indeed. Darkstorm, I'm gonna spend 1,000 gold on you because I sense that you are, like, doing good things for the kingdom. I wanna check what this spell is all about, anti-magic. Anti-magic is interesting. Then Sultans here, guarding the green. Oh, green is to the opponent's side. Shall we just maybe reinforce Darkstorm? In that case, let's just ignore this town and just, like, kind of go here with a delayed timing attack. Which means basically next week we buy out all the units, bring them... Using our Mega Hero chain, in fact, hold up, let's set this up properly. You, my good sir, will need one harpy hag. So, this man will be able to go to like somewhere here-ish. Sinker will need to take the army from here. Octavia should be able to take the army from here-ish. Bring it to here. Malekith is almost like kind of in a good spot as well. Maybe we need goodbye hero. And then, yeah, we would just be pushing out with a bunch of low-tech troops. So I guess in that case, Gunnar can basically clear on the opposite side at the moment. Maybe he would need to restore his mana a little bit. I kind of wanted these to go ahead and go. We'll still need 2 turns, and I don't think we can... This is just going to the opposite side, but still. I guess we... Can we fight 5 to 9 behemoths? We don't have expert earth magic still, which is a bit of a bummer. Maybe we can kind of fix all of that by going here first. Try to get either pathfinding or expert earth magic. See what's up here. Don't care about those dragons. I never took the vampire cowl, which is fine, I guess. We kind of just forgot it existed as a concept. So then we could also upgrade the Medusas and then buy those out in large quantities. The second town could build more economy, and the third town is like doing what? Also vying for more economy. I guess this is fine, and then extra 7 Trogleys or no thanks. I think no thanks is gonna be my answer to that. Question if we get extra 7. I guess we could also kind of delay some things. New hero. I guess, like, well, we need him to be here because of the legs. I do think we have the potential. I think, in fact, maybe Malekith, you can move forward here because of the estates. You could provide us with more value. It's in fact pretty sad that he's only missing 100 experience. He could do like a small fight, but we're kind of like out of small fights because this map is like whirling around. So Gion and Sandro, by the way, what is our income per turn? Almost 9,000. Almost 9,000. It's not over 9,000, but that town is like super tough though. Okay, ooh. And bone dragons. I don't want to go here. A mystical obelisk built here long before the first state ever appeared divides the road in 2. We could leave our quarrels behind, and each state would possess its own side of the road, but how can you stay only halfway? Apparently you can't. Oh, yo, brother has some different things here. Brother has a library. And the shield that is like really strong even. Maybe Gunnar is feeling mischievous. Maybe we can fight. Like, we definitely can take that. But I think it's better to like maybe take this crown first. Unless it has an upstack. Please don't have an upstack. Okay, yeah, this is super easy. Easiest fight of my life. Except for the fact that actually it's a little bit iffy. Slow down. Let's see what the enchanter does. The enchanter says everybody gets to shoot very strongly. I wonder if they're gonna be flying into the range. I mean, double lock, pretty cool stuff. Then we're gonna be hit in the face, unfortunately. And the mummies got hit in their mummy face. Yeah, super easy fight for like somewhat relevant artifact that improves my spellcasting, just in case I'm like caught with my pants down. Never want to be caught with your pants down, but you never know what kind of a world you live in. Anyway, so we do have a Gion, Gion. I think Gion will be bought out immediately. Is Gigion gonna be the one to deliver the units? Actually, hold up, we can merge these 100 troglodytes. Do we take 100 something troglodytes? I don't actually think they benefit my army. We have like very utilitarian army, and the troglodytes just kind of like stand there and do nothing. I think they're like, once again, red dragon meat. I think Gion, what he can do, he can take the legs. Sure. And then try to go for like a little bit of gold income here. Maybe with this army we could like already beat down the dragons. Damacon has the offense. No tactics is a bit iffy. We would need like... But then we would also need to farm up all of this area. Still don't think they're like too strong. Our guys are not strong enough to do that quite yet. Maybe we even might want to move out next turn. So like, hold up. So we could move to like over here somewhere. To these trees. Okay, then Sinka from these trees, she could move up to like below the windmill. From below the windmill. These two gents. Could also buy some troops from below the windmill, and then she would be able to move how far she would be able to move, like up to here. Malik, I guess we could also buy out another guy, but I think we should just indulge in this. Or maybe actually we just buy out like a Sandro here, and then Sandro can do the rest of the way. We kind of have like an necro army. I think we should actually turn if we're delaying, and we invested in economy already. Delay the move out, still invest in more economy. I kind of wanted these Meduses in that case as well. How expensive is everything? This is like 4,000, this is like 4,000, this is like 4,000, this is like 5,000, oh, well 6,000 I guess. So 12,000, kind of what we have. I think, yeah, we can buy out all of these. I'm not sure if it's the correct play. Dragon is actually pretty scary to me still. I guess we could, but then that's like... This is like more for the opponent, as funny as this sounds. This town, because of the portal here, is like where you can go to the opponent's side very easily. Okay, we have kind of like some path of reinforcement set up. Then, crown. Okay. Gunnar has crowned himself the king. Not sure of what yet, but he is the king, after all. We shall not question his orders. Then, we need the pathfinding police. Earth magic expert is cool, but it's not pathfinding. University is cool as well. It's probably less guarding that. And I guess this is gonna be fine. +2 to all stats, then I think we can get +4 to all stats. Then I think we can head back and we can try to like go through here. We would end up here, and then we can try to push for the side town to like end, like, you know, so they can't push for my side. I think it makes some sense. I think it's not the biggest nonsensical thing ever. And maybe we also can pick up 16 of these bad boys. 16 beholders. 16 level beholders. I could also push with even more stuff later on. Getting economy just kind of rules in Heroes 3, you know? Why have a few units when you can have a lot of units? Should have maybe bought these. It's a bit too late for that now. Then everybody here is kind of like somewhat in position. Like, you know, good guy can reach Sinka, Sinka can reach Octavia, Octavia can kind of reach somebody who's not here yet. And then that somebody who's not here yet is going to be a Sandro, I think. It's a bit shame that we can't really use these troops. I think we will actually indulge in. Listen, actually, Mr. Minotaur, hold up, speed 6. I think these are the same speed. somebody who isn't here yet could indeed go to like here. Or even maybe one step further. Maybe one step further. No, you couldn't. Then... Yeah. I think this is gonna be one of those where if I don't manage to end it in one big push, it's gonna drag out very long. Ah, Barbarian spotted. Polish Barbarian. Saurug. Jamming it up for them. Making sure they can upgrade the ogres. Despicable act. Providing your kingdom with resources, imagine doing that. I would never. Okay. Gion, what did you do? Oh yeah, you. A big fan of legs, apparently. I guess I'll leave these behind. I think I need... There's other troops, I guess. Okay, get this, get these. We want one. Just to make it fast. I guess we're not reaching just yet. So, unicorn time. Or mostly undead armies. Pretty interesting, I gotta say. Some synergies, mostly not really, but actually a little bit infected. 3 stacks should be here. Now, losing those mummies would actually be pretty cool in my opinion. Actually, have it slow down and get weakened. Of course, that's the #1 priority. Just like completely made him go to bed. Foolish unicorn, take a rest. This, it's kind of sad, bro. I need more experience. It's so uneconomical taking the small chests. Eagle Eye. Okay, I don't think the map is going to be going for that long. I don't think we're going to be... We have wisdom as well. Oh no, I hate myself for doing this, Gunnar, but it's like, it's this... You have to take things that are free in life. Then let's go take the Black Dragon fight. We could also check the unit. Yeah, we should have done that. Should have went there immediately. So, Darkstorm, or not Darkstorm, but Damacon. Of course, I know my heroes. I would never mistake their names. I'm not some sort of barbarian. 330. Okay, yeah, this is a big upgrade. For 30 extra, you have 8. You have 1 extra speed, 5 extra health, a little bit of attack and defense skill, and 4 extra shots. These ladies are very cool. Then, since I'm not really building a mage guild, since I'm not planning to return, I think we can and we should indulge in some trading. And for now, it's just going to be ore, because ore is super available, and I checked the price is 330. I kind of forgot about that. Goldfish brain. Can you really blame me in the age of brain rot? You probably can, you probably should. Okay, this... Then, slowly walking over there. This, and of course, bookless scholars always dominating. Always bookless. I have no choice. So I guess we could have gotten a few movement points extra. I should have actually calculated those in, but it is what it is. Then, my good sir, have these. The Inferno Army is just because they're 2 different stacks that could potentially become fodder. They're put together nicely. Then here we need to be reaching to... Oh my goodness, what is this? Swamp? You guys having trouble in the swamp? I guess we will indulge in that. So, a couple turns before we can reinforce. I do actually think the best thing is gonna be... This is like what? 1 turn to take the shield. 1 turn to head back here, so like 2 turns. 3 turns, and then if we can attack before day 7, it's kind of fine, I think. And we can't even... Yeah, I think the university is just kind of bait. And the dragons... But I think Gunnar with 10 stats... Basically 10 attack defeated. by dragons, but we have guys who can shoot. Okay, look. Is this a mistake? I mean, 25, 25. This is. I know that the troops are like weaker, but it shouldn't be that big of a difference. I mean, okay, hold up. We can have like. Well, okay, hold up. The harpies are just gonna be bullied, I think. Oh yeah, actually now that I think about it, I mean, I guess these two stacks are gonna be the ones we're gonna be trying to protect. And then here they will not be able to like breath attack, right? Is this kind of worthwhile? Maybe. Is this the mistake of the game? Oh, they were able... Oh, no. Well, at least I didn't hit my two stacks that mattered the most. I guess we Stone Skin, since we don't have a Bless. I don't have any extra, like, damage output. Actually, we can get, like, one dragon down. Yeah, don't have any extra casting. Or anything of the sorts. I don't need to, like, keep that. Yeah, we need to like go just get the dragon down. Please defend. Stone Skin turning out to be quite the cast, eh? Don't have anything else we can. I guess we can precision. Nothing Sparaldo, okay. 198 to 300. Okay, some extra damage, cool. We can shoot the double dragon. If only we could have like blessed up a little bit. I guess we want to try to roll to kill a full dragon if we can. Ooh, they breathed themselves a little bit, cool. But now it's just a big messy melee. I think we try... do we? We're not fighting... Oh, we are fighting a 2-stack of a dragon, that's pretty sad. I can cure, I could haste, but haste doesn't do anything. And then I do think, just so they can't attack two at the same time, I think we should try to soften them up using the Harpy Hags. While they still have some damage out, I think we just try to like snipe the dragon. And then this guy is the last one attacking. So I actually do want to fight. I'm gonna attack him. That is correct. It might not seem correct, but it is. Then this guy will be attacking us anyway, right? I think I do this, using my little bit of mana. And then, unfortunately, the Harpy Hag is just gonna be bullied. Oof. But I still think that's the correct play to attack, even with the wide damage range. Okay, -1 and minus nothing, so... hit him. Okay, beat down 9 dragons. Now my army is like more unified, I guess. We have a bunch of stats, so maybe we should have taken the troglodytes with us. I almost want to attack here with Gunnar, so he can be like bought back with gold. Maybe we do that. Is that a wild play? Then we don't get to like get these behemoths, so we don't get to get the trident here. We've already snatched the good things from the middle, I think. So yeah, just kind of heading back home. That's kind of like a waste, I guess, since we'll snatch this as well, so they don't get it. Then we'll try to fight the behemoths. Then what is everybody else doing here in this universe? So we have a guy here. I don't think supplying these is correct. Oh, actually, hold up. We can supply the other units forward. Oh, also, hold up. I just realized something. Is this... I mean, that doesn't feel correct, but like... Well, maybe the pirates... Leprechauns are gonna make like a fantastic stack. The pirates are very expensive, but we can also upgrade them. It's kind of like a wild thing, I know, but this guy should be able to like maybe go to like the gem location. If not, well, Namicon is gonna be back here somewhere. Namicon is able to reach up to like Sinka's location, right? Well, not really, but Sinka's gonna be in the town. I'm still not sure if I should be upgrading this town because it's like next to a portal and that's like pretty disgusting. I don't wanna lose a hero for free either. I guess we have to like take a double bullet here. I guess take a single bullet, but that's gonna be a spread between 2 turns. People are very confused now, but let me explain to you. Okay, I guess she can reach the town, so that's that. We will be buying this out. Okay, so what is my master plan? First things first, I'll deliver these. I'll take the enchanters because we can still use them. We can go here and yeah, this upgrade is super cheap. That's exactly what I wanted. Then we can reach Gunnar here. This is beautiful. That's the stuff I wanted to get done. So in this town we can buy a portal of summoning. We're gonna need to be selling a few resources for that though. You might be asking why is this relevant? Well, if I can build a citadel here next turn, with also some typical little leprechauns it is. Actually, maybe portals of summoning is also something I could have done to get more troops. Big chance for it to be leprechauns, but it's kind of fine. So leprechauns are like just here for the 1 stacks. Just in case this town gets attacked, also Sink. I guess you can have a book just in case you get attacked. Scholar can have a book. What a rich thing we're doing. We haven't gone to the treasure zone, but I wonder if the AI has done it. Can't really check it, can't really see it. I wonder if this town has a mage guild. This is pretty interesting of a map. Give me $1,000, says Nova Soul. Nova Soul being the merchant on the opposite side apparently. Okay, no opponent activity just yet, which is cool, I guess. And then here, I guess we have to go here if we want Darkstorm to be like... trying to be well, sucks a little bit that Gunnar had to waste his movement once, but it's... I feel like it's fine. So, Harpies in a single stack once again. I want... And now I have 2 different shooter stacks from the dungeon. I guess you can have the school helmet, and I don't think I'm gonna assemble AOTD quite yet. I think we'll take only one of these guys. And then against behemoths... I guess I want chunky 2 stacks. That kind of makes us sad, or rather not happy, army-wise, but that's what these guys are here for. We will fight these for the experience, and they're big. Pink boy intact. Okay, this... Actually, hold up, I want the enchanter to be alive. That's right, I took them for the fortification. So it would be easier to do this type of stuff. Fortification building with units. Quite the Heroes 3 moment. Okay, and then this, we can wait with everything. And just in case he's happy, he would take 1 dog. Expert pathfinding, that's beautiful, that's the stuff of dreams that we wanted. Then we can check the black market, and here I think we will take experience. So, good shield, good as minor artifacts. Here, I think we will take this. I wish I had more resources. I kind of want to like these 3. The shield, because I don't... Oh, well, actually shield I don't need. The charm and the ring of suppression. Feeling a bit suppressed because of that anyway. Gunnar's stats are now giga chatting. Do we fight this town? It's gonna be like very nasty. It's gonna be very, very nasty. I guess also in that case, should probably buy this. But no, I think gold we should leave. I think we should fight the town before the next week begins. However, I think the setup should be a little bit different. So Darkstorm can reach up to here. So that's where Gunnar is gonna end his turn. Exactly below this rock. I'm gonna end his turn there. Malekith, you need to be going back in the opposite direction. And yeah, we just take what we have, which is a bunch of leprechauns. Okay, Gion, a big fan of legs, gonna be going back to town. Kinda wish maybe we had these guys opposite. And also the stable would be helping a bit. If we had it, but we don't have it. Okay, he's gonna have some movements left over anyway, Damacon. With this, that, 1000 extra experience, I guess we can buy a book for you. Then. I guess we can buy out 3 of these, right? Okay, cool stuff indeed. 273 gold, so we're doing something right at the very least. Most probably. I'll go here, Octavia. Then Octavia can meet up with Sandro. And Sandro, you can buy these troops out. I think we're leaving. Are we leaving? Hold up. One of each mine. I guess if we want to buy, we should use the crystals for that. One more randomly being there, but yeah. Something interesting we can buy, probably no. So yeah, we're going to be leaving the ore as the resource that we are not, or the crystal resource that we're not selling. This will be more harpies. Do we take the minotaurs actually? I think the troglodytes are not that useful still. Not even... you know what, actually, let's get this thing while we're here. Amazing stuff. Doesn't really help us in any way, shape, or form, but it's cool. My brain likes the pop-up. Then I think we needed like 6, so we needed like 1 more extra. Another one, another Minotaur please. Thank you for that. Lizardman not going to be that useful. Okay, Sandro goes here, and then basically, actually, he could have had Malekith be a bit back here. He would be able to reinforce us. Okay, Gunnar, unfortunately, yeah. Well, I guess we could also just bulldoze through this guy. I mean, we have the stats to, like, smash them. No mana, though, but we're gonna be, like, next to the town, so with enough movement points. 2.6k, this is 1.5k. So I do think, actually, if we take the armor... Yeah, okay. I have decided we will be rushing them. It's quite the late rush, but still. A rush is a rush. We'll take the troops. In fact, you know what is gonna happen? Speed and speed. I guess Mr. Darkstorm is... Oh, the army's not gonna be... I mean, sure. Mr. Darkstorm is actually gonna go to the opposite direction to, like, pick up the ore, because otherwise he's, like, pretty useless, I think. Then, unfortunately, Malekith just can't reach here. Sandro... also pretty close to it. Sorcery for the low tier spells, I guess. I don't know these. I guess I kind of want the leprechauns though. Leprechauns and maybe even basic minotaurs are like worthwhile. Kind of like low on the movement plans, but with this. So, I guess this guy doesn't need an upgrade, so he's kind of fine like that. Minotaurs are also pretty happy, and then I guess we just have like 2 stacks of those dudes. I guess I want the rest of the guys can be upgraded, and they're gonna be fine. In fact, you know what? Let's have an extra one in the reserve, just in case we lose him. Then the Sultans. I don't think I want to fight them, actually. It seems you found the root of all evil. The ruins behind the monsters shine with a magic light. Can it be that forgotten roads and crossroads are alive again, and your enemy already uses it all in full, I'm pretty sure they're not using it. We would see it otherwise. Thank you for the plot twist. Ah, you foolish Gird! I can snatch your town. If I attack you, though... 44, hold it. 65, 120. Ah, I can attack her with no mana and then still get in their town, I think. Alright, because it's like 120-ish. Yeah, I can definitely. Do I want to... I think we can defeat them in detail. We don't have mana for this, but this is good because they can't unify their armies. Through Eagle Eye Observation, Gunnar, of course, is able to learn some cool things. Okay, then, unless they haste the ogres, I kind of... Yeah. Good idea putting this forward, maybe not, but... I kind of want them... Well, I don't want them to reach everything on turn 1, though. I hope she doesn't have, like, a fireball or something silly. So what do you have? You have a Bless. Could you cast that for me, please? I would really like you to... like... do that type of thing. Okay, then... Trying to do the maximum damage, right? Before she runs away. Air shield. It's interesting. Okay, then I guess we could smash slow them. Or we could just bolt them in the face with the elves. Bolt them in the face. Slow on a single creature. Pathetic. Delete this. I'm gonna delete this. Now she's just gonna be running away, isn't she? Walks forward and the goblins are like, bro, what are you doing? This is suicide, let's not do that. Then, day 6. I think Castle and then Hall of Valhalla. I think this is their town with the birds, by the way. Okay, speed 9s. So, I kind of want to tactically position these guys somewhere, like something like this. Maybe then the other two creatures, wherever they spawn, there's should be some... the shooter should either be in the corners or there's at least gaps between them. That is my reasoning for that action. So, Gion is going to go back down, but he's going to pick up the vampire call. It's starting to bother me that it's still there, laying on the ground forgotten for eons upon eons. Then, Sinka. She heard that there's 1,000 experience to be had here. Great scholars. Don't have a book. Cool. Ladies. Okay, yeah, exchange your spells. Maybe, but no, this town is like pretty tough tough as nails in my opinion. Sandro, excuse me, hiccuping, could be going back. I think actually we need more heroes on this location. You know what, also, I think we could send like a 350 gold hero forward through the portal. That's actually what I'm thinking with Malekith. Malekith and Darkstorm. I guess Malekith goes for the hill fort, and Darkstorm simply goes and tries to snatch the contested resources, and it should work out somewhat decently. Then here. This town still doesn't have a citadel, but it's kind of an ore problem at this point. Which is pretty interesting, we didn't have that before. So sure, this is gonna be somewhat defended from their incursions. So now we just restore our mana and try to smash them real good. I wonder if theirs is like opposite, because this looks like the cobblestone road is down here. Vey seems powerful. Should we defend against the Vey is my question. Also hold up, let's respect the ammo cart. Some way, somehow. Where there is a will, there is a way. The hero, of course. So, this, that, day 7, back into town. Oh yeah, we are getting that Skulder online. Cool stuff indeed. Help. I guess you can Skulder anti-magic to like Gunnar. Then maybe, hold up. Krillin. I guess I'm gonna take a limb. Because these guys are like scouting heroes anyway, so Damn, it has been taken. And yeah, oof. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to go through between the garrisons, right? Yeah, the middle town. Aha, that's the idea here. The middle town is like defended. Well, I guess we buy out. Mr. Open Mouth. I could also just do this. Sanctuary time. They have a free their treasure zone. That's pretty interesting. So, I think Gunnar is just gonna be chilling indoors. I guess I could have built an escape tunnel if I really wanted to. I do think that we should be able to defend, right? Against Pink Vey if he is brave enough to attack. And if he's not brave enough to attack, we can just reinforce. Oops, Solomon, actually, brother. If we can learn your spells, I would be incredibly happy. I could have also doubled Mana Vortex at any point in time, and chose not to. Big brain ideas with guess 273 here. I think he had the 90 and the 81. 90 little points. Seems iffy, and also we're not buying the bird out, but I think we should be able to, like... He doesn't attack. Aha, that's what I thought. Coward. Would have done the same thing, but coward anyway. Okay. Now just here. Then. Malekith. Aha, slow. The spell that he didn't have yet. Then, I feel like Malekith could actually go forward. I think actually, you know what? 6 rates, 7 speed. I'm actually gonna give him 1 enchanter. That seems weird, but like I feel like this composition of units is kind of fine. So yeah, brother's gonna try to actually learn his thing. Then Sandro. We're gonna do this. Once again, we're gonna have like a couple of heroes. I guess Sandro can take skeletons. Sandro can then go through here. Everything go through here. Sandro is like here. Sandro can defend the town, or well, waste their resources to make it look like we're defending the town. That is also an interesting thing we can do. Krellian. This belongs to me now. This is mine. So, Adam could also be going here. I kind of want to maybe defend these because they're like somewhat decent, right? So I have a dungeon army, but yeah, kind of interesting. Maybe I have to take the sea dogs and just kind of leave these behind defending. I could also try to attack them. I feel like actually, hold up, let's do this. Sandro goes to this town. Then we now have a free slot because we don't need to take both of these guys, right? Yeah, we can have some harpies. Guess we can have these. And then we're gonna be losing some troops. And we can just resupply with the army from this town. This feels really cool, actually. So, Gunnar with his giga biggest stats. Is there their strongest hero? Yes. I think Gunnar will crush him like a bug. Never crushed a bug in my life. Actually, that's not true. Probably crushed some ants. Buddhists would be very upset. Ah, bullies. It's pretty easy to like crush a bug accidentally, so I don't know. Okay. So shoot him in the face. Tank. I'm actually pretty cool with just making a barricade, as long as he doesn't have like, what would you call it? I guess actually this guy's gonna be buffing, so I'm just gonna want him here. Can you reach? Can't reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess we can put him like somewhere here. So we have the blessed now. They have a quicksand. I guess slowing on turn 1 is pretty decent. Stone skin is also pretty decent. Kind of what I want actually is the question. I guess the troops are mostly slow already, but I'll slow them. I guess we get both. The slow and kill one. Sad. Ballista is not domesticated. It's not shooting much. Trolls, of course, need to be fast. In the mind of the AI, this is the ultimate creature. Okay, then we got the stones, and I mean, we can, like, give the Thunderbirds, or I guess the Stormbirds, a bit of their taste of their upgrade. Accurate shot, cool, then delete this. Bullying the AI, but I guess, yeah, let's just bully the ranged creature. Ice Bolt. Yeah, this feels like a pretty big mismatch, honestly. So then... I guess the Wolf Raiders are easy enough to bully. We'll just repeat this. Maybe I should have shot the Behemoth, truth be told. Now that I think about it. Yeah, a bit of a shame. We can't really finish that. Finish that, though. I'm gonna try to beat them up by moraling. Damn it. Didn't work anyway. We could get ballistics so we could actually walk indoors. Most of my guys are shooters, but that would kind of seal the deal on our opponent. In fact, let's do it. Let's seal the deal on him. In fact, my armies look really strong still after this. This town... Enchanters, this is what? This is the main town, so this is the direction I should actually be going for. Delete their main town before anything else. Okay, cool. So my enchanter can be in safety. I kind of actually need to like block these a little bit. Melee attacks, I think. I mean, if I make them slow, we just like slow them down, right? Then I guess we have to like just try to focus them down. Okay, weakness, sure, whatever. Minus 10, sure. Like actually minus 14. Better here. Maybe morale, nope. So yeah, the harpies are gonna take a beating for doing a good job here. A bit of a shame. Sometimes when you do a good job you get rewarded by something that feels like a punishment. Which wasn't the case of the harpies, getting beaten up. They had trolls. Foolish trolls, I will fight you just to get a bit of XP and then I can use your stable against you. So, yeah, Corellian is here and Olem is here now. Sandro's a better fighter, so I guess what we do here is we do this. I'm gonna do that. And I'm just chilling, and then I guess we basically want to focus on this town. Town's defense, more or less. A little bit. Nothing else really matters. Guess we can like buy something. Guess we can look for our high tier spells, but I feel like that's also not the biggest thing ever. What if they come through their portal here is a question I have. Great question, actually. Kind of my only big concern about the game. What do we have as a... Ooh, crystal generator. And the domina. But yeah, in this map I feel like there's the play... Ooh, okay, apparently you can reach it through here. Brother stole my 2 gold piles, but then again I haven't opened the tent up, so they are not my gold piles technically. But then Darkstorm, experience. His brother is almost level 10, so he can like beat up some troglodytes and then maybe go for the library. Octavia. I guess I'll take the gold, we don't really need much else. Anti-magic, so like whatever. Okay, Olem. Krelian. Krelian is like in a more annoying position. Okay, Krelian is also going to do something. Krelian is... We need to occupy that, forgets the name of immediately, Sanctuary. Good old Sanctuary where nobody can enter or exit. Well, you can exit, but you can't enter once somebody else is there. So this, that. Olem. Doing some checking. What about this? The sorcery. This is Actually, for a hero that just like a throwaway hero, do a bit of extra damage is fine. So Gunnar takes the stables, and now okay, they haven't taken their town either. Black Tent. Secondary skill that we can no longer learn. Aha, they had something different here. This thing. But the town still should be like... Interesting way. Dollar. I'd give a dollar for that town, for sure. I wonder if we can start maybe a second expedition. I kind of didn't think about that too much, but... I feel like... Okay, Mrs. Crystal Generator. I was thinking they would attack me, but doesn't seem to be the case. So perhaps we can start like a second reinforcement rally to go into the other direction, just in case. I guess we're taking the unupgraded troglodytes. And they're better than 8 of the uses for sure. Also could have taken that. Bits and pieces. Oh, I should have upgraded these. Whoops. Guess we can still upgrade them. Except the price is a bit higher now. Still the same price, but like selling resources, more management. Well, okay. Just chilling. Are we being attacked? No, we're not being attacked, but we're being kind of like pushed here. So, a little bit of war. Wei, I don't think Wei is going to be capable of taking this town away from me. Badumts. Upgrade the orcs here. Get Sandro happy. Can we get the estates, please? We cannot. Cool stuff. Anything interesting at the university? Air magic. Scholar. Actually, something something tells me that the person that can cast expert slow is not gonna have trouble with any fights. In fact, why did I do that? I have like 7 spell power. I can just basically magic arrow them out of existence. Kind of weird that I did that. Why would I slow? I can just shoot them. Advanced mysticism, sure thing. Now we can do this, or we can actually go get some more gold. Get another spell power. Go for these gremlins then, I guess. So, take this so it's not annoying, so they don't, like, prolong the game. Then Saurug, I think it's time for you to be beaten up without a battle even. Torso of the Legion in my pocket now. Oh. I thought... Never mind. I was like, the town is, like, very far away here. You have to go, like, all the way around. No, this is the treasure zone. Could have had the town, like, a while ago now. Didn't quite realize that. Ooh, somebody has tactics, but not as much as Gunnar. Somebody does indeed have tactics. So. I guess we just mog him, as they say. The kids these days say. Let's do some big mogging with melee attacks. Magic arrow in the face. Classic, that one. More spell power. And then I guess since we went the wrong way, I guess we're going back. Almost tricked me, you little trickster. Can't believe you've done that. So the lair, and then... yeah, second town. I chose to not take the long... I guess chose to, yeah, not to take the short way, but the long way instead. Which is also pretty valid. What about this hero here? Maybe we could like already start softening them up by attacking like this guy. But maybe Octavia's... no, Octavia's not standard. Octavia can do something that's pretty cool. I think Octavia can replace Sandro. She has like more stats on everything, so she's like better as a town defender. Sandro can, of course, yeah, get more spell power, that's right. llama. I guess a llama you can kind of walk around, take some things that can give us some resources, sure. Gian, have you visited this? You haven't, so you will be super fast. Then this town is going to be the next point of interest. This, that, cool. Main town not doing anything. This town. We didn't build any research cells, but yeah, once again, I didn't feel like there was a big need to do anything like that. This looks like a custom map. Well, it's a Horn of the Abyss map, and sometimes those are indeed... That is like fan-made content. And they're made to like... How do I say this? They didn't want to repeat any like regular maps. They're like... How do I use the word? How do I say custom made without saying custom made? They're made to be different on purpose, to like have a new idea. Something that you don't have like usually playing. We got rid of the 2 Cyclops. Then I guess we can boost up Darkstone here. Like sure, Air Magician. No, I mean sure. It is with this Malekith again. Wait, he had potential with the estates, but then the map turned out not to be that way. Then what about this thing over here? Wisdom. Anyway, I like the fact that we can take this twice now. So the lair. Foolish town without a hero. Will destroy you. Harpy Hag's of course the #1 priority target. The biggest snack for the AI. I guess we'll shoot these guys. Catapult did shoot what I wanted to, but didn't quite provide the result that we wanted. Okay, haste. Interesting. Ooh, because... wait, what? This guy was just able to shoot accurately here. That's right, Behemoth. Come outdoors. Yeah, Harpy Hag's unfortunately being demolished. I guess we can do this. Oh, we could have finished it off with the... once again, some random accurate shots that are just popping off through the walls. There must be some method to the madness, but it's like always super random, seemingly. Like this, and then... yeah, we have to go and fight their last resistance army, I guess you could call it that. Olem is going to be looking at what is the fastest creature we have. 9 speed, 9 speed, 8 speed. I guess we can take the Mr. Enchanter. I guess we'll actually stay with the Harpies because there's multiple of them. So, don't get ambushed. What is this? Sure thing. We could have had a billion trillion ogres. Okay. Gunnar indeed long roading it. My brother is like almost fast enough to... I almost regret leaving him with no army here. Like, can we even... yeah, we can barely reach. Which is fine. Okay, Damacon. It is your duty now. Take on these units on the journey. Well, the journey kind of sucked. Wasn't that interesting of a journey anyway, so I'm gonna run back in here. Didn't get anything. I guess we can try to like boost my score by building buildings. That's right, we have a fort now. Actually, I should have left it for the Dragon Cave. It would have been cool to have a Dragon Cave. Freelancers Guild here, sure. Maybe I should have not have done that. I mean, look, actually it's better that my main hero, right, has the units We can buy, unless they have like a random Shackles of War here, I actually do think this is fine leaving Gunnar outdoors like that. So yeah, then he's gonna be reinforced, he's gonna smash through the gate and he's gonna smash everything. And they're running away from him. That's right, they know the risk. Kits, advanced estates. That's right, they're no longer basic, they're advanced. Okay, then Lemma going to like this. Krellian, I guess you can be the new habitant. Just one of this, I don't really care too much, just kind of wanted to be a little bit careful. Then, maybe, ooh, Octavia. You have the ability to scholar some spells over to Gunnar without him having to waste his movement points for that. That's right. Teleportation. And then also we can get... Oh, actually, Harpies are not in my army anymore. I mean, sure. And I guess I'll rather have 3 of these, just in case they get, like, sniped. They would be getting sniped here anyway. I'm overthinking this way too much, when we should just be going ahead. Maybe we can try to snatch another town here. I actually think that this guy is going to be better. This guy being Dark Damacon over here. Damacon is going to be better here because he has the pathfinding. He's just going to walk there. In fact, hold up, Sinka can still comfort him, take his army away, and deliver it back in their next turn. There's nothing, then... This I didn't even check how they're positioned, it doesn't matter much. Okay, we can simply haste up and basically blast them all in the face. Everybody loves blasting neutrals in the face. Okay, so here, guess we need to block 2 of these if we can. Didn't end up blocking them. Didn't even end up killing both their enchanter stacks. Bless, eh? Bit unfortunate, but not the worst they could have cast on me. Then... delete this whole guy. Someone's very happy. And then, that's alright, Leprechaun on Leprechaun violence. Ballistics. Then... Would I rather have another stack? I would rather actually have a stack of these. So, Gunnar, no need for some foolish stats. Okay, here though. I think they're gonna be blasted. What? Protection from water from Kinkeria and Gruber. I think this might just be the last fight. We didn't manage to take the neutral towns. I guess we can check them out afterwards. So, Vey against Gunnar. Gunnar has been walking the long road, and so he had an advantage. He reached the middle of the road first. That is indeed a good advantage to have. Let's delete these. That's right. Instant win. Endless bag of gold. Talisman mana, ring of life, no buckler. Pink has been vanquished, and congratulations. All your enemies have been defeated and victory is yours. And my rank is going to be a Manticore, because this was an S-size map, which was specifically made in a way to take like a bit longer than like a normal S-size map. wood because of the, you know, whirling road, I guess. And yeah, let's check out what the towns offer, the ones that we didn't take. It's pretty interesting. They look like they may be both at level 5. Towns with level 5 mage guilds, so perhaps there was like an already pre-built mage guild there. So yeah, load the game. Let's investigate. Was it called the long road? The long road or just a long road? No, just a long road. Okay, so yeah. Gunnar usually gets to shine in bigger maps, but I feel like this time in a smaller map he also got to shine. But don't worry, Gunnar is one of those heroes which you have to pick out and like, you know, specifically pick on multiple maps. You gotta give him the chance to really shine, to like experience the maximum glory. So yeah, here, let's quickly enable this. We cleared out this very quickly on beginning of week 2, I think. Then we were like, these dragons are a bit too tough to take. What do they have as a garrison here? Hiders. Okay, yeah, that kind of explains things. Because I couldn't really do the dragons, I was like less appealed to go over here. And then white tent, which of course I didn't know if they have the white tent or not. And it looks like here it's symmetrical. We will investigate that, of course. So we did have a lot of joiners with like the mummies, and a lot of ranged creatures didn't want to fight us. Let's actually beat up these foolish dragons. That's right. Now we would, if we would have done this, we would have gotten tent here. One of these, actually I'm pretty surprised. I usually kind of roll pretty big crypts, but this time it was a small crypt, and that's actually pretty good. I wonder if there's any lore here, so I'm gonna be like kind of stepping here. Also the fact that this, I think this is a random artifact and it's just kind of spawned as an emblem of cognizance, so it's like a less appealing than maybe a bunch of other things would be. 2 tier 7 dwellings, 3 would have asked for gems, that's less appealing as well. Level 6 dwelling that you have to fight for, and what is this? This way shall only open to those who master the ancient secrets of light and darkness. Aha, light and darkness, so white and black. So this indeed indicates that actually this cannot be opened. If you want to, you can kind of keep this closed, essentially. Ooh, 2.5. So actually, you can get 10,000 gold potentially. If you open this up, you get 10,000 gold. That is the deal. Open the shortcut and you get paid, but you can not open the shortcut. So yeah, that's also an interesting aspect of the map. Then basically we smashed everything, right? Didn't take this, didn't need it. I actually want to see, do these guys... No, these guys didn't have an up stack. Who else did I refuse to fight? Oh, these guys just joined, yeah, right. This is my lich stack. Well, I'm not gonna go for a every fight, but... Okay, fire rallies, I don't even remember. Oh yeah, wait, they were in that really good terrain. So yeah, this town does have a level 3 mage guild already, or yes, level 2 mage guild pre-built. Nothing else in the town, 1000 gold. So this is like, actually, if you go exploring, you can buy a book here, type of town. This thing is actually pretty useful. Yeah, beyond this garrison, I am aware I crossed this beyond this garrison once already. Oh, I refused to fight at the... Oh, actually, hold on to 15. I refused to take them in my party, rather. Boost of speed actually really also helped Gunnar, I feel like. It's like, when you are a master of one thing, if you max out that one thing, usually nobody else can beat you in that one thing, which is like map mobility in this time. And yeah, Gunnar got to shine because, yeah, once again we got the pathfinding, kind of. I made the correct choice when I was at this town to take the basic pathfinding, so you know, we kind of entered the swamp with some pathfinding, got to advanced. Still was like a bit slow, but it wasn't the worst thing. Knowledge, and yeah, let's check out that town. Yes. So this town would have what? 10, 10, 20, 20. Let me do this and then if you enter. Enter. Okay, cool stuff indeed. This town has what? This town has level 1 to 4 dwellings and a citadel already built up. And it can build everything, but... Okay. That's pretty interesting because level 1 to 4 troops for a different town. Like, Magi are pretty cool, right? But like, if this was a dungeon town, I guess it... And I was not playing a dungeon, yeah, I wouldn't be quite as thrilled. But then here we do remember having these artifacts. Actually, wanna gauge how much the ferries are. 10k. Ferries are like affordable, but the problem is getting their dwelling in the first place. Well, let's go for the big money, I guess. Gunnar wants to be rich. And yeah, I did read the text here on the other side. These dragons actually were the toughest fight in the game, I would say. I like the fact that I didn't even take the shield in the second time around. And then I just click the S. Always click the check mark, so whenever somebody follows, it's like pretty... feels pretty random. So let's see if they have any text on their side of the map. Forest Glen. I assume it's basically identical to the town. Yeah, level 1 to 4. I guess Pegasi are also pretty cute creatures because they can make the spellcasting more expensive. Sultans both ways, by the way. No text here, interestingly enough. No hidden stuff here. They also have the same exact guardian. I'm gonna check out their side a little bit more. Same exact guardian. Oh no, also is this like available to like... Oh yeah, you can do that. Had the gold bag. What now? The soldier tells you that he is willing to pass the gold bag to the first true leader he meets. What do you mean, the first true leader? I didn't have that, where I needed some special thing about. I'm not a leader, apparently. Being bullied here and then. Here they have a level 4 and level 5 creature, interestingly enough. Did they get the better town? Kind of arguable, maybe, maybe not. Unicorns were their guardians, okay, sure. They kind of got to 3 towns really quickly, but then they kind of flopped. Yeah, I wasn't doing much after that. So that's a bit interesting to me. This town, once again, level 2 mage guild. Not much else here. Interesting spell power. Master Genies. Master Genies could be an annoying break if they buff themselves up with nasty spells. Like how Gunnar was like, beat everything basically almost solo, but he's refused the artifact because he's not the true leader. It do be like that sometimes, and then here, Pink, and yeah, that's interesting that their town. Well, is my town the same? Yeah, my town is the same way, so the map is actually symmetrical, and I just kind of didn't notice. And that's kind of that. So yeah, we beat up Pink. Very cool that we rolled into the Lion Shield. I mean, the Lion Shield plus like the helmet and the trident. Okay, basically cover all the might stats besides like defense. And we're like strong enough to just bulldoze through the map with that, even on low tier creatures. Stats are really, really important because of this reason. It makes even like low tier creatures, like if we check for example, Struggle Dice 2618 to like, well, Angels are still stronger, but still. It's kind of crazy that these could like technically compete on attack. They could like compete, yeah, they can like, they outscale tier 5 unit base stats. Really insane, like Struggle Dice stronger than a Lich. With a good leader, with a good hero. Anyway, leadership. Ron says, yeah, I understand that. I understand that they're asking for a leadership to get that artifact, but that's pretty interesting. One player, maybe I had something, maybe they were asking for a tactician. I just didn't read the text and I just picked up an artifact because, you know, Gunnar naturally has tactics. It's kind of interesting that they would do that. And also it's interesting that since the opponent rolled the Stronghold, he did actually, Vey starts with the leadership, so he did, you know, he was able to pick it up. I am gonna repeat one more time, by the way, for those who were not here at the beginning of the stream, which is basically everybody now. But tomorrow I'm not gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be going for a before party, I guess. Usually it's an after party, but this time it's like a before party. One of my friends has their wedding next week, so we're gonna have like a boys' night out with a bunch of guys. Or I guess 2 boys' nights out, or Saturday, Sunday is the plan. And then, yeah, he's getting married next week, and I should be back next week, maybe Friday or Saturday, maybe even on Thursday, if things align. You know, the way it is. The map editor only allows you to do that with wisdom and leadership. Oh, maybe then I had one for wisdom, and yeah, since I had wisdom, I didn't see it, but yeah, I didn't have leadership, so that one actually surprised me. But yeah, this is why we have a Friday stream right now, and we did complete the long road. So yeah, I'm gonna be seeing you only in the next week and probably like after the middle of the week. So yeah, there's not much point in checking the channel, unless you're a true fan, of course, who likes to... Well, there's not even gonna be new memes. I can't literally... I don't have a laptop at the moment, so I can't even like do that. Can't even like upload memes from long distance. But it is what it is. This is just gonna make the wait for next week's stream more exciting, isn't it? The fact that I'm not here for a whole week. But yeah, I thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good day. I was Guest 273, and I will see you next time, which is gonna be next week, of course. And that's gonna be that. And probably we're gonna be doing a custom map. I did look into some custom maps, mostly Ron's maps. I have like 3 new Ron's maps that I'm like looking into playing. A couple other custom maps that are not Ron's maps, but it's mostly just his stuff. Man is publishing 1 map a month, and I'm like behind schedule, playing 2 custom maps a month. Can you imagine that? Mad Lad Ron is like pushing them out, like he's some sort of a cake factory. You know, just another map once a month. What a crazy schedule. Actually, Ron, it's like August. How many maps have you published? Is it like 8? Is it 1 per month? Like, genuinely? I know that you've made them throughout the years and you're just publishing them once a month. Are you gonna hit 12 maps at the end of the year? That is an interesting question I do have for you. But yeah, I'm gonna be signing off. I'll see you all next time, and I hope you enjoy the stream. And that's gonna be that, indeed. That is